Hello friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Poonam Dua and today we will talk about the major topics that you should cover to appear for the upcoming MA English entrance exam. Let us proceed to the video now. Please watch the whole video carefully, listen to each and everything, keep on taking down the notes and that will really help you out. Let us proceed. I hope all of you know that Tezpur University is now taking part in 2023 CUET and it is conducting a separate exam. The exam date for MA English entrance and other subjects also have been announced and it is on May 28 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. करके अब मेजर टॉपिक्स देखते हैं which you need to prepare all of you. History of English literature. Let us begin with this. You need to cover all the periods from Anglo-Saxon period to impact of modernism. It will cover Anglo-normal period, age of Chaucer, Renaissance, Restoration, Victorian, and 20th century major historical backgrounds. It is not that you need to cover only these dramas. This is the major hint that I'm giving to you. These are the major, most important dramas basically, which you always need to cover, but there are many more. You need to cover, other than this, you need to cover Ben Jonson and John Webster, William Congreve, Oliver Goldsmith, G.B. Shaw, James Finch, and T.S. Eliot, John Osborne, Samuel Beckett, and many Indian dramatists as well. Rabindranath Tagore के dramas हैं which you should cover. So there are many more writers, but these are the major one जिनके बारे में तो आपको बहुत ही अच्छे से पता होना चाहिए. Dr. Faustus, Othello, Macbeth, King Lear, As You Like It, Romeo and Juliet, and many more plays of Shakespeare. हर एज का ड्रामास की हर एज का हिस्टोरिकल कंटेक्स्ट भी आपको पता होना चाहिए. रेस्टोरेशन एज, women on stage, how did they started writing, women started writing, then interregnum period, and all the periods basically in which dramas have been written. And when we talk about fiction and specifically novels, at least these are the major ones which you should know in detail. Orunku, Robinson Crusoe, Malfindus by Daniel Defoe, Orunku by Ephra Ben, Henry Fielding's, Joseph Andrews, Jonathan Swift's, Gulliver's Travels, Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, Emma, and there are a few more. Charles Dickens, David Copperfield, A Tale of Two Cities, Great Expectations. Other than this, there are many writers like Arthur Conan Doyle and George Eliot, Thomas Hardy, Virginia Woolf, T.H. Lawrence, Hemingway, many other American writers too. That also you should cover. And if we talk about short stories, so all these writers you should cover: R.K. Narayan, Ruskin Bond, Rudyard Kipling, Rabindranath Tagore, O. Henry, Guy de Maupassant, Oscar Wilde, Edgar Allan Poe, and specifically the stories like The Last Leaf by O. Henry and Guy de Maupassant's The Necklace and Oscar Wilde's The Happy Prince and many other short stories by R.K. Narayan, Ruskin Bond, and Tagore you should be covering. Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe. पोइट्री में भी आपको बहुत राइटर्स और उनकी लगभग सभी पोइट्रीज कवर करने की ज़रूरत है. शेक्सपियर के 154 सॉनेट्स हैं, उनके बारे में जानना बहुत ज़रूरी है. एलेक्जेंडर पोप, Rape of the Lock, I think one of the most famous poetries. Thomas Gray, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. William Blake की पूरा कलेक्शन आपको करना है. Songs of Innocence and Experience का. Tennyson, The Lotus Eater, The Lady of Shalott. Browning, My Last Duchess, and Christina Rossetti, W.B. Yeats की बहुत सारी पोइट्रीज, T.S. Eliot की few I have mentioned, and Auden's Watch Any Day or Hunting Fathers. If I could tell you so many poetries we need to cover. Criticism, other than the writers that I've mentioned: Aristotle, Longinus, Horace, Dryden, Johnson, Coleridge, Wordsworth, Arnold, Lewis, T.S. Eliot. You need to cover writers like Roland Barthes, Edward Said, and Jonathan Bate, Northrop Frye, and many other writers who have written about feminism and Marxism as well. These are the major writers when we talk about non-fiction: Francis Bacon, Addison Steele, Lamb and Hazlitt, Mary Wollstonecraft, and all the other feminist writers too, Thomas D. Quincy and Arnold. इन सभी की major writings को cover करिए. And then there is linguistics, how language was evolved and what are the rules, what are the structures that we need to follow, what are the terms that we should know about a language: pragmatic, semantics, syntax, morphology, phonology, phonetics, and so many speech sounds. And when we talk about main post-colonial writers, these are the one Edward Said, Salman Rushdie, Gayatri Spivak, Homi Bhabha, Jamaica Kincaid, and a few other names are also very important. Chinua Achebe, Walsoenka, Salman Rushdie is already there, and Pucci Emecheta. So many writers you need to cover. Derek Walcott, Alice Munro, A.D. Hope as well. When we talk about the initial Indian writers, you should at least know about Raja Rao, Mulkaraj Anand, R.K. Narayan, and these writers. Toru Dutt, Nissim Ezekiel, U.R. Anantamurthy, and there are many more like Girish Karnad as well. Girish Karnad and Vijay Tendulkar. So many writers from India you need to cover. Do not forget to know about Khushwant Singh, Chetan Bhagat, Ramchandra Guha, Arundhati Roy, Shashi Tharoor, Vikram Seth, Anita Nair, Amit Chaudhary, and the writers like Kiran Desai, Anita Desai. You should cover all these writers in detail. Here are some more. Jampa Lahiri, Salman Rushdie, Vikas Sarup, Shobha De, Robin Sharma, Vikram Chandra, Kiran Desai, Raj Kamal Jha. All these writers and their writings you should know about. Children literature do cover all these which you can see here. Majorly, I'll suggest Alice in Wonderland. आप जरूर cover करिए. Jungle Book, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie and Sukumar Ray. His work is very popular for falling under children literature. तो ये सभी works जो आपको यहाँ इस वक्त दिखाई दे रहे हैं on the screen, you should cover all these works. I'll suggest side by side keep on practicing the previous papers as well, and you may join the classes too. Can click the link in description to get connected to us, and thanks for watching. Best of luck for exams and form filling procedure.